So
Yes, please.
we are removing the front cover with LCD lens or LCD glass. Actually, LCD lens or LCD glass is a transparent device or a transparent part of the mobile phone. It helps us to view the LCD which are connected to the main PCBA, and all visible document, I mean network name which I am dialing by keypad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. All are visible in the LCD, and we are seeing it from the outside of the mobile phone, which are help us this LCD lens, and it's a transparent medium. Can I move the next slide?
Just please move on.
It's clear. Actually, this type of front cover are used mainly in feature phone. This is not used in smartphone because smartphone keypad are not available, and all parts are containing in touchpad or PDA. PDA. P for personal, D for digital, A for assistant. That is PDA. So can I move on next slide? After removing the all housing part or casing part, we have seen main PCBA. In main PCBA, nowadays, I mean in smartphone, we have seen variety type of components are available, like camera, receiver, ringer, mic. Variety type of components are available, but in feature phone PCBA, actually it's back side of the feature phone PCBA, and here we see mainly two parts. One is network section for networking or connecting the network, and another is power section, which is provide the power or electronic power from the battery. This section is called power section. Now, in network section, we have seen PFO or PA, BSI, PCO, antenna point, on-off switch, antenna switch,
हेलो आपको
RX filter,
हेलो
TX filter, network IC,
हेलो
and in power section we have seen power IC, RTC,
मैडम थोड़ा सा साथ में बात करते हैं
charging IC, CPU, R22, mic interface, audio IC, flash IC, RAM, UI model or logic IC, and buzzer interface. This variety type of part or component are available in the PCBA. So you write down this component name at first. After that, we are discuss each and every part. Please note it that when you complete the note, please tell me. So I moved our next slide.
Network section. In the network section, we have seen the below mentioned parts.
Actually, PFO or PAIC. PA means power amplifier. It's present near about the antenna switch or antenna point. Actually, it's work to receive the signal and filter the signal, also amplify the network frequency which are provided by the network. If it is not working or faulty, then we are unable to use the cell phone, because it received the signal or it's help to receive the signal. In sometimes, if it's faulty in the motherboard or in the circuit, the mobile handset maybe get paid. So it is the most important part or important component in network section. It's clear to you? Hello student, it's clear to you? So can we move to our next slide? Okay. It's VCO. VCO means voltage control oscillator. V for voltage, VOLTAGE. C for control, CONTROLLED. Oscillator, OSCILLATOR. It's also present in network section. Here about the network IC. Actually, it passes or it sends the real time date voltage to the RFIC and same as CPU, Central Processing Unit. And it also passes the command or frequency which are given us by the CPU IC. If this IC is faulty or it's not work, then if you are trying to call anyone or if you are trying to call, this phone display shows call end or call failed. If any customer come to your service center or your own shop and if you found that the handset are showing display, handset are showing call end or call failed, that's mean it's maybe the VCO IC is faulty. So can I move our next slide? It's clear to you? Okay. Now we move antenna switch. Actually, it's found in every handset in the top of the handset or in top of the PCBA. Actually, it's comes. Actually, it comes in metal. In GSM handset or CDMA handset, it's come with golden color metal. It's help us to catch or to receive the signal which are passes from the network. When if you are trying to call me or I am trying to call you, how the network know that this particular person are trying to call this particular person? I mean, if I am trying to call you, then how network know that I am trying to calling you? Or same as in your side also, if it's not working in one condition, actually it's not faulty or it's less chance to getting faulty. Mainly it's disconnect somehow, maybe from physical temper or somehow it's disconnect from the network section. So when we are reconnect it, the network are coming. But it's not faulty. If you see in your handset or in customer handset that network is not present or not available, at first you check the network switch which are connected to the phone or not. If not, then just you put it, just resolve it or just few up position it, then it connect to the antenna section and mobile phone are receive the signal or mobile phone are showing the tower. Next one is on off switch. Actually it's help us to on or off the mobile phone as per our requirement. If we are don't require to run or if we are don't require to continuously use it, we are just switch off the handset, and when we are required to make call or listen music or gaming or seeing videos, then we are just switch on it. So on off switch mainly help us to switch on or switch off the mobile phone. So can I move to our next slide? Have you any question in antenna switch or on off switch? So now we move our next slide. That's RX filter and TX filter. Actually, RX and TX filter are present in network section.
Hello.
It's found both component near about the network IC. RX means receiving, TX means sending. RX receiving, TX transfer. In RX filter, receive the electronic signal or electronic data which are passes from the network and it convert into our own language. Same as TX is receiving the command or receiving our own language from the microphone or mic and it's convert to digital signal and passes it through the network. If both component or maybe one component are faulty, then we are unable to making or receiving the call. So it's clear to you? So now we move our next slide. In network section, this is the most important IC or integrated circuit. That is network IC. It's little more bigger from the another IC and it's help to receive or sending the signal from the RX and TX path. Actually, it's received the signal from the air which are passes from the another person and it's convey this signal to the RX portion and RX convert it to our own language or our own command. Same as in TX section, receive the command which are given by us through microphone and it's convert to the digital signal and it passes to the network IC. And network IC is sent to the network for sending the command or voice message to the another person. So if it's also not work or faulty, then we are unable to receive or making the call. So it's clear to you. Okay, next I move in power section. It is the second most important section in a cell phone. In this section, we have seen power IC. In this IC are founded near about the battery connector are present because battery passes the electrical signal or electronic signal to the various part of the cell phone. So at first battery passes the signal to the power IC and this IC are supply the power of the various section in cell phone as per the requirement. If display section are require more power, they are send this via capacitor. Same as in ringer section, we have seen it's required less power. They are provided via register. So if it's not working properly or if it's faulty, then the handset may be getting dead. Now we move our next slide. That's RTC. It's real time clock. It's present in motherboard near the power IC. Actually, it's continuously passes the signal of time, because when time and also as date, because when we are switch off the mobile phone in night and when we are switch on the mobile handset in the morning, we have seen that cell phone or mobile phone are continuously showing the current date and current time. How they work? Actually, capacitor is present near the RTC IC and its capacitor store the electronic charge for some time. and it's continuously provide the electronic signal or electronic charge to continuously run the RTC. If it's not run just for a moment or just for few seconds, we are unable to show the current date and current time. Next, CPU. It's also and mainly it's the largest IC in the cell phone PCBA. That is CPU, Central Processing Unit. It's totally control all components or all parts which are present in the motherboard. All type of signal receiving, sending, and many more variety type of work are done by CPU. That's why it's called Central Processing Unit. All work are processing here. If we are sent any SMS via CPU, if we are receiving any SMS via CPU, if we are making or receiving call, it's also via CPU. Same as if we are taking the picture or sending mail or any type of gaming, any type of listening music, video, all are done by the CPU. That's why it's called Central Processing Unit. Now we moved our next slide. That's charging IC. In the name of charging IC, you can understand that it's help us to charge or charging the cell phone. I mean charging the battery. It's received the electronic signal or electronic current and it's convert to the cell, battery cell via battery connector. If this type of IC or this IC not work or any issues if it's found short, that's in also the in short, that's when the IC are not working properly, then the handset is getting dead or maybe the handset are not working or not charging properly. So that if our battery is not working properly, we are unable to continuously run it. Now, this is the most important part in cell phone, that is flash IC. Actually, it's found near the power section because when we are giving the input or command to the cell phone, they don't know the command or input which are provided by us. which are provided by us, it's convert into digital signal. In digital signal, in help of flash IC. Actually, flash IC stored all the software of the mobile phone. All total software are installed in the flash IC. If it's not work properly or if it's faulty, then the handset are not work properly or maybe getting dead.
The flash IC is present in the power section of a mobile phone. It is actually the storehouse of all the softwares. If the flash IC is faulty, the mobile phone might not work or it can even turn dead. Next we move on to logic IC and audio IC. In logic IC, we see that it has around 20 pins or legs. It controls the ringer, the vibrator and LED of the mobile phone. If this logic IC is at fault, we will see that our ringer, our vibrator and the LED of the phone is not working properly. It is found in any of the sections of a mobile phone. Next we move on to audio IC. The audio IC is found in the power section of a mobile phone. It is also known as the melody IC. Melody, as connected with audio, it has been termed as melody IC. It is actually controlling the speaker, the microphone of a mobile phone. If the audio IC is at fault, then the speaker and microphone of a mobile phone will not work. Next we move on to RAM and ROM.
RAM, random access memory. Actually, it's stored the data. It stored the data which are present in the cell phone. Suppose in nowadays we have seen that it's 4 GB RAM. Now, what is the 4 GB RAM or what is the 2 GB RAM? That's it's continuously run the total program which are present. Suppose in camera, in music, in videos, in internet, in variety type of program are continuously run. So that we are required more space. That's why it's called random access memory. If we are continuously not access all the application, the handset are not running properly. In previously, when our smartphones are available in 512 MB RAM or 256 RAM, many more options or many applications are not working properly, because when one application absorb or adopt some space, at first we are required to properly close it. If we are not properly close it, they are occupy some space. Similarly, if after the one application we have run another application, they are occupy some space. So if we are continuously run 5 or 6 application, they are occupy more space. So that nowadays we are seeing that variety type of application are running smoothly. How it's possible? Actually, in a RAM position are bigger from the old phone or from the previous smartphone, so that we are continuously run variety of application. And now we have come to the end of our session with ROM. Now, what is the ROM? Read-only memory. It stored all mobile data, mobile software, or digital document. I mean music, photos, videos, all are stored in these places. So nowadays, in previously I also told you that in cell phone we have seen 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, or right now in 128 GB are available. But in previously we have seen only 2 GB or 4 GB internal memory, so that we are unable to store more data in a cell phone. So ROM is read-only memory, or store the product or store the data to the handset. If it's not worked properly, or if it's faulty, then we are unable to store data in our handset. So this is the end of today's class. You can see this PPT in your workplace group in next day, I mean tomorrow. So thank you for attending today's class. Have a great day. Bye bye, students.